Welcome to our 12 Days of Christmas nail art series featuring me, Talia from Talia'S Nail Tales.
And me from Sarah's Nail Secrets. We had so much fun doing the series last year that we're doing it again with 12 new themes.
Be sure to check the description box below for links to last year's videos. Let's get started.
Okay, so my non-traditional Christmas set was inspired by this glitter called the Devil's Cup from Glitter Heaven, Australia. My client loved it, so she wanted me to design her set around this, so that's what I did. So I filed down her past set, and now I'm coming in and I'm going to be using the Glam and Glitz Back to Basics Clear, and I'm just placing this down only on her ring fingers to start because I am applying black from cuticle to tip here, and I just don't want that black to be stuck behind forever. This client actually is extremely sensitive, so I cannot remove all her color. Sometimes I have to soak her nails to remove some of it just because in general filing is really uncomfortable for her. She has a nerve problem in her hand. So then I'm coming in here with Glitterbels Carbon Black. This is the first time I've used it, and it is just a nice solid black. I found it was a little bit easier to work with than some other blacks I've used because it didn't seem to bleed out like some of them do. I applied it halfway down the nail to start because sometimes I find I just wanted to see how it worked before going around the cuticle, seeing if it was messy or anything, and then I went and did my cuticle bead. So the brush I'm using here is my Glitterbels number 12 brush. I'm absolutely obsessed with this brush right now. It's such a great brush. Normally I don't go for a brush this size, but I actually really like this one. So here I'm just coming in and I'm placing it near the cuticle area, and then I'm using the very tip of my brush to gently push it up towards that cuticle area. And if you're not careful and you do it a little bit too wet, it can really bleed into that cuticle area and make a huge mess. So you really want to be really careful and make sure it's not way too wet or anything. So here I'm just cleaning it up, trying to make it nice and smooth. And then I'm just going to drag that down the nail and blend that into the bottom half. So on her pinky fingers, I wanted to use the glitter, most of the Devil's Cup glitter that I showed you at the beginning there. So I had to put down a base glitter first because I find chunky glitters like that really hard to get a nice smooth cuticle area. And I just find it easier to put something down first to cover up all the old color and then do the glitter on top. So here I'm just using this holographic glitter from Glitter Heaven, Australia, but you're not going to see this at all. It's going to get completely covered basically. It's just my base color. So now I'm going to be using the Devil's Cup from Glitter Heaven Australia glitter, and I just dip my brush into clear acrylic and then directly into this loose glitter. And I'm just placing it on the nail in kind of just no pattern whatsoever, just placing it on the nail, try to make sure it's not too thick so that when you do encapsulate the nail, you don't accidentally file anything off or anything. So you're just going to want to make it nice and even and kind of flat, but I did want those stars to show up too because I am incorporating a little bit of orange into this set. For her middle finger and her thumb, I'm doing them both the same. I'm starting with the black on the bottom, so this is the carbon black still from Glitterbels, and I'm just placing that on the tip and trying to pat it into place. Once I get that even, I flip my brush upside down and I gently pull the color up the nail, just so it'll help it blend a little bit better. I wanted to incorporate some purple into the set because it was in that Devil's Cup. So here I'm using Sangria from Glam and Glitz Color Blend Collection. I'm just placing this along that black line, and I'm going to be doing an ombre nail. And then I'm just gently pulling this into that black and then wiping off my brush at each stroke. So now I'm coming and doing my cuticle bead, so I place that down. I wiped off my brush because I noticed it was a little bit too wet because it was moving. And now I'm just working that into that cuticle area. Each time I pull down, I do wipe off my brush. It just helps it flow a little bit better and make it a little bit less wet. I didn't need to make this blend completely perfect because I am doing a stamp on top anyway. So now for the pointer finger, I'm using that black at the tip, and I'm going to do a glitter fade over top of this black. So again, I have to add that glitter first in order to get a nice clean cuticle area. So I'm just placing a little bit of glitter on the nail bed mixed with clear acrylic and just gently pulling this down into that black. This doesn't matter that much because, again, like I said, I'm going to be covering it with glitter anyway. So here I'm coming in with that Devil's Cup and just placing that over top of that purple glitter. So now I got to encapsulate all these nails. So here I'm showing you, I started on that middle finger, and because you're going over black, you can get lots of noticeable bubbles. So I do wipe some monomer over the black before pulling the clear acrylic over top of it. So I encapsulated all these nails, and then I did decide to file off camera again because I didn't want this video to be too long. So after I've finished filed and cleansed the nails, then we can come in with the stamping. So I really wanted to incorporate some more orange into this set, so I'm using Clear Jelly Stamper number 22. I'm using their Christmas Snowflake stamping plate that they came out with recently, and this one is called In the Frosty Air. So I just applied the one layer of the orange stamping, but I honestly think I should have applied 2 layers of the same color. I think it would have built up the color a little bit more, but I didn't. So now I'm coming in and filling over top of that layered orange with the correct layered white, and it just shows through a little bit. Kind of looks like it was gold instead of orange, but that's okay. It still turned out pretty cool. For her ring finger, I wanted to do sort of like a pattern that kind of looked like a snowflake. So put down some Ugly Duckling Stick-It glue, and then I'm coming in with a big orange crystal right in the center, and then I'm going around those crystals with some blue crystals. I actually don't know the names of these crystals, I'm not very good at that, but after I got all of those in, then I'm coming in with some smaller, like iridescent-y purple crystals to fill in the sides, and this gives it kind of a snowflake design. I kind of wish I added some beads to make it look even more like a snowflake, but overall, I feel like it looks kind of like a snowflake. So now to top coat all these nails, I'm using my Cure Sky No Wipe top coat. And did you guys see on my Instagram, Cure Sky gave me a coupon code for you guys along with their sister company Glam and Glitz. And my code for Cure Sky and Glam and Glitz is now Sarah's Nail Secrets 10. So you can use that and you guys will get 10% off. So you're gonna want to give that a full cure, and here's my finished design. So it came out a little bit differently than I had envisioned, but I still think it turned out pretty cute. What do you guys think? And don't forget to check out what Talia did. Her design is so freaking cute. I'm absolutely in love and obsessed with that metallic pink she used. So cute. Anyways, check her out, and don't forget to check back tomorrow because there'll be a new tutorial. I'll see you guys later. Bye!